Okay, ladies and gentlemen, you've got Darren Little from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada, and we're live right now on an international broadcast, broadcasting to all four corners of the world. Guys, am I fired up right now? You know, a lot of people, they look at the numbers that me and my business partner do, Ari Maccabee, and they'll see us start a business from zero, and in a 30-day period of time, make as much as $165,000 profit in the bank without spending a single penny on paid ads. And they say, well, Darren, you can do it because you've been in the industry for so long. You can do it because you have a list. You can do it because you have a following. But guys, that's not true. The truth is anybody can do this if they are coachable, if they will just follow the strategy step by step without trying to prove us wrong, without trying to reinvent the wheel, if they will just literally follow the bouncing ball, they can make a full-time income within 30 to 90 days, okay? Now, truth be known, guys, if you're coachable, and you just show up for Millionaire Mentoring, 80% of success, just so you know, is all about showing up. 80%. So if this is you and this is your dream, you're already 80% of the way there just by showing up. So if you're here right now today, give yourself a little bit of this, a little pat on the back, because that's really truly where it all starts, is just showing up, just being coachable, and opening up your brain so that you can digest the information. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the person that you are about to meet today is what I would classify as a newbie, okay? What is a newbie? A newbie is a person that has never made a CEO income, right, online or offline, right, ever before, right? This is the very first time. And the story that you're about to hear, quite honestly, is shocking, okay? Shocking. Now, what do I mean by shocking? This is a gentleman that just a short time ago was actually homeless. Him and his family, they did not have a home, and he tried to wing it. He went online, he started buying different programs, going further and further and further and further in debt until he finally reached what I call his breaking point, where he literally drew a line in the sand and he said, I will no longer stand for my reality like this any longer. And he surrendered his pride, he surrendered his ego, and he started to look for a millionaire mentor. And that's when he reached out to me. And he said, Darren, whatever you're doing, I'm ready to be coachable. Can you show me what to do? And I said, absolutely, I will. I'll show you step by step the exact formula that I implement that allows us to go from zero to as much as $165,000 in 30 days, guys, from zero to $165,000 in 30 days with zero paid ads, okay? Now, right now, Samuel is 3 weeks in, okay? Brand new newbie, okay? 3 weeks in. He's not even at his first month yet, and he's gone from zero to $18,000, guys, in profit his very first 3 weeks in business. So I want to just say, Samuel, I'm super proud of you, brother, and welcome to the call.
Awesome. Thank you for that, Darren. I mean, I owe you a lot, man. My family's going to be sending you over a drink or something by the end of this month.
So, Samuel, turn back the clock a little bit and tell us about the evolution from where you were completely homeless to where you are now, making $18,000 in profit in your very first 3 weeks in business. So turn back the clock and tell us a little bit about that story.
All right, Darren. So going back, guys, back to the very beginning, You know, right now I'm 21 years old. Most of my life, I've always been pampered by my parents, right? I never had to worry about money, or so I thought, because literally, this was literally recently, right? My mom announced to me that, Sam, we no longer have a home. And I was shocked. I'm like, wait, what? What do you mean by that? Right? And she's like, son, we no longer have a place to be. We literally had our car, right? So in the car, I was literally watching my mother crying and my sister crying. And my sister, she's always looked up to me as a big brother. She's always been proud of me, right? Although I always felt like I didn't deserve, that, her looking up to me, right? And my mother, like, she was just, I still remember to this day, Darren, she was literally just saying how she was a failure. How could she let this happen to her kids, to the kids that she's loved with all her heart? And me as a son, I felt defeated, right? I felt like I let this happen, right? That I let myself, get carried away, being pampered, right? And then a reality hit me at that moment when that was the lowest point in my life, where I felt like what was the point of living if I couldn't even take care of my little sister who looked up to me, right? So shortly after that, I got a job at a factory because I don't have a college degree. I was straight out of high school. So I got a job at a factory for a couple months, working 12 to 14 hours a day. And this is literally 12 to 14 a day because that's how factory jobs are. And they don't pay that much. They're paying me $10 an hour, right? And after doing that for 3 to 4 months, I got really scared because I reflected on myself and I asked myself, wait a minute, if we were to lose our house again, would I be able to take my parents, my mother and sister, would they still be on the streets? Would I be able to get them off the streets? And realistically, the answer was no. That job was only letting us get by, right? It was like paycheck to paycheck to paycheck, and I couldn't save anything, right? So after that, after 3 to 4 months of doing that, I got really scared again, right? I got really, really scared again. And I that's when I reached out to Darren, right? Because I told him, I'm like, Darren, look, like, I need something to work. I'm done trying to figure things out. Because previous to talking to Darren, for about a month, I was trying out all these different programs, right? I was always trying to make the quick buck, making quick money online. And, there's hundreds of programs like that out there. And I lost so much money, right? And I did make some money in some programs. But the thing is, the way I learned how to market, it wasn't as a leader. It was just as a salesperson. And I didn't keep any customers, and I lost more money than I made, right? It was ridiculous. So after that, I reached out to Darren, and I literally, the exact message, lo and behold, the exact message to Darren was, Darren, give me your link. I don't care about the price. I'll pay the price. I need help. So fast forward up to now, guys. All right, after I got Darren's help, he got me signed up. He told me, Samuel, look, all I need you to do is watch the videos 6 times minimum. 6 times minimum, right? It's the training videos. So I actually watched them 8 times, each of them, and they're like 2-hour-long videos. I watched them each 8 times. For the first 4 days, it was just training. On the 5th day, I made $1,400. All right, and every single day from that 5th day to today, I've made $1,000 a day, except for maybe yesterday. I think yesterday was like a $500 day, right? But I can't complain about that since I used to work at a factory. So it's always been a blessing to me. And what you've done for me, Darren, has been more than just money. Right? You gave me belief in myself, where I no longer feel like a failure anymore. Right? I no longer have to wake up every morning and look my mother in the face and feel like a failure. Now I can look at her in the face and say, Mom, I can take care of you. Mom, I have enough money in the bank to pay off rent for a year. And also, hopefully my mother's now watching this. Mom, this weekend, you have a 2-night trip at the spa, at a luxury spa over here in Miami. And don't worry about the cost. I have it all covered. Right. So from homeless to finally being able to treat my mother out, because she sacrificed so much for me growing up. You brought so much to me, man. More than just money. You gave me my life back. Basically, you gave me my dignity. Right.
Fantastic. Guys, I want for you to really understand the power of what does it mean to actually be coachable, right? There's a specific formula that we use that allows you to get access to literally hundreds of millions of people, qualified buyers, just using free strategies on Facebook. Now, I want for you to imagine what it might be like if you walked into a really posh, high-end lounge, say you went to Los Angeles or to Las Vegas, and you walked into this gigantic lounge and you scanned all of the people, and then right here in the corner of your eye, you got all these visuals and a digital printout that took place like a little spy computer, and you knew if the person was married or not, you knew if they had children or not, you knew their favorite books, you knew the favorite movies that they go to, like, you knew if they were already in our industry, you knew if they had a big team or not. You could tell that from this little computer printout. Guys, that is Facebook. And it is a phenomenon once you learn that the industry that we're really in is people. We're in a people business. We're not in a sales pitch business. And if you really want to become a master and a seven-figure income earner, you have to realize that it's not about your company. It's not about your products. It's not about your comp plan. It's about your prospect. It's about your prospect. It's about their vision. It's about their dream. It's about their pain, their problem, their passion. It has nothing to do with what you think you're marketing. Nothing. Okay? Now, the strategy that we teach is what I call the seven-figure model. What's the difference between the seven-figure model and what everybody else is doing out there, the 97% of the people that are flat broke, right? What's the difference? What we do is we market something on the front end before our primary business that's going to hit mass market on the front end, okay? Now, there's two key areas that you want to focus on to hit mass market: personal development and leadership, and marketing strategies to be able to generate leads for any business, okay? So that's what you market on the front to get the largest possible audience, okay? So here's the difference. Let's say that you're one of these people. You're one of the broke people, and you're going out with your primary business. Say it's a weight loss company, and all of your posts are weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. You've literally lost out on 95% or more of all your qualified buyers, people that are already sold on our business model. Now, why is that? Because you're in weight loss, and maybe they're in skincare, or they're in nutraceuticals, or they're in energy drinks, or power, or legal. They already think they have the ticket to the promised land over here. So you've already lost them. You could have helped those people by providing them with something of value over here on the front end that was in the area of personal development and leadership and marketing strategies. First, that's going to give you the largest audience right across the board of all the qualified buyers. And then on the back end, now you market your primary business, but you're marketing it to way more qualified buyers that are already sold on our business model. Big difference. Now, what we do is we actually teach people how to use this thing on the front end to start cranking out $1,000 commissions on a daily basis, okay? It doesn't require a lot of tech skills. It doesn't require a lot of traffic. It doesn't require banners and clicks and solo ads and all that stuff, okay? But it does require that you become coachable and that you just show up for Millionaire Mentoring and that you apply the strategies exactly how we teach them, okay? Don't be one of those people that say, you better watch me go. Watch this space, Darren. I'm telling you, I'm going to be your #1 affiliate, because I've been waiting for 3 decades, guys. True story, 3 decades for one of those people to actually deliver on what they were saying, okay? So you don't need to reinvent the wheel. We've got a formula here that's tried, tested, and proven that works. It doesn't matter how old you are. It doesn't matter what your skill level currently is. We have people as young as 17 years old that made $35,000 in profit month 1 in the bank. Month 1, first month, $35,000 in profit. Heck, we even got one guy that just got out of prison, and he 100 friends on Facebook when he started. He made $28,500 month one. I want you to think about that. Because where could that guy have gotten a job having just got out of prison? Think about that. So it doesn't matter what your skill level is. The important thing is, are you coachable? Okay, that's the key. So Samuel, I want you to share with the people here, because a lot of people are probably wondering this, is, you know, this is what people typically wonder. They wonder, what do I need to do? Can I do it? Is it easy to do? And is it something that I can do in a few hours a day? So just give people a little bit of overview about your experience in Millionaire Mentoring.
All right. Well, the number one thing that really got with me from day one is I had to learn how to let go of my past. I had to learn how to surrender. Because previous to Millionaire Mentoring, I didn't really love myself because I felt like a failure. Right? When you're at that lowest point in your life, you really lose confidence in almost all your abilities. So number one, I had to surrender. After I surrendered, basically I did exactly what you told me to. Just watch the 6 videos. There was no technical skills, by the way. I didn't have to learn about anything technical. It was all literally people talking skills and how to raise money, right? And it shocked me because raising money doesn't require anything technical, which was what shocked me. I thought you had to know everything about funnels and everything. See, all the garbage I had in my head about affiliate marketing from all the other programs was still fresh in my head, right? So it shocked me when I went through the 7-figure business model and I found out that none of that is really that important, right? I just simply had to learn how to I had to first reprogram myself. That was step number. I had to really reprogram my belief system. Because that's really what you go through in the training. You literally reprogram yourself into becoming a better version of yourself. I just learned how to find pain. I learned how to actually talk to people in a way that gets them to open up to me, so that way I can see what problems they're having. And all I had to do, and this is, by the way, I don't even talk about the product or company. Before they don't even ask me about that stuff. All I had to do was give them a solution to solve their pain and to solve their problem. And you know, I always tell people that I could have been selling tampons and I would have probably still made $10,000, right? Because it's the same process. I've learned the process that I've applied to all parts of my life. So it has been very easy. The hardest part was just surrendering. I guess that's probably going to be the hardest part for most people, is just letting go of what they thought they knew and just accepting new information, right? And not questioning it. I've never questioned anything you've ever taught me, Darren, ever. I don't question it. Right? If it comes out of your mouth, who am I to prove you're wrong? You and your partner have done like over $15 million. Who am I to prove you guys wrong? Right? Let me just follow what you did and I'll be the next one. And I will be the next one, right? Because this year, I honestly do believe, Darren, this year I could hit $200,000 if I stay making $20,000 to $30,000 a month, starting with this month, right? So it's been super easy now. Once you get it down, it's the same process over and over and over again. Right. So it shocks me how easy it is to make money once you know what you're doing. Right.
You know, guys, if you're just joining us for the very first time, right now I'm interviewing Samuel Lightbody Mojica Jr. Guys, this is the power of being coachable. Are you coachable? Are you coachable? Can you just follow some basic steps and follow the bouncing ball all the way to $1,000 days, okay? Now, here's the cool thing, guys, okay? Because once you get to the point where you find out how simple it is to have $1,000 day, your mind will expand, and then you'll start to go, geez, that was really easy. What if I could do $2,000 in a day? So just a couple of days ago, just so you know, Samuel and I met and I talked to him about this concept, and he said, geez, Darren, you got a really good point there. Because his goal, just so you know, guys, was only to make 10,000, right? But he did that in like within the first week and a half. So I said, if I were you, I'd up that to 20,000, and now he's at 18. And I called him today and I said, Samuel, if it was me, I would up it to 25,000 now for what your intention is. Okay. So just a couple of days ago, he had a $2,100 day. He almost had a $3,100 day. Why? Because he expanded his thinking and he realized that if he could make $1,000 in 6 to 10 minutes, hey, why not up the game instead of going to the beach? Think about that. Because if somebody set an intention that they want to make $1,000 a day, and he's already doing that, he's made $1,000 a day ever since that he started on average. It's actually a little bit more than that because he's at 18,000 right now. Why not up the game? Why not expand your thinking? And once he did that, boom, he had a $2,100 day. Literally in the next 24 hours after that, he had a $2,100 day. He almost had a $3,100 day. So one of the people he couldn't get a hold of, that meeting was the following day, and he closed that guy for another 1,000. So instead of having 3,100 in one day, he had 2,100 and then another 1,000 the next day. This is way easier than what you think, guys. I'm telling you, seriously. So what I want to do here is I want to actually take you a little bit behind the scenes, and I want to log in and I want to show you, give you an idea of what's possible once you learn this formula. Super easy, guys. Like I said, once again, I'm going to share my screen now. I'm going to take you a little bit behind the scenes and I'm going to show you what's possible. So here is my own back office right now. And you can see here, this is the landed commissions that have already come in, $259,350. That's just me, guys. Okay. That's just me. But collectively, the team together has done over $2 million in landed paid commissions with this particular broadcast, with this particular concept of what we do. Now, what makes this so unique and different is that we have something that is completely generic on the front end called the Genesis Educational Library. And what makes this so powerful, it's like you go out and you made the product yourself, and you don't have to make the product. You just buy the reseller rights to the product. And now you can make $100, $250, $500, and $1,000 commissions. Now, the thing that's so powerful about this, guys, is these are strategies that every business needs. Okay, it doesn't matter if you're weight loss, skincare, nutraceuticals, legal, energy drinks, power, digital products. These are strategies that every company needs. Internet marketing in an hour a day, email list secrets. They say that the money is in the list. It's really, really true. We teach you how to build a list of qualified buyers and then how to build a relationship with those people. Big business blueprint, Facebook Live blueprint, cryptocurrency secrets. As you know, Bitcoin and cryptocurrency is really, really hot right now. That's all at the $100 level. At the $250 level, you've got the big ticket machine, the 10K blueprint, list building profit kit, evergreen leads business, modern email marketing, lead book generator, the power of execution. Then you move up into the $500 level. This guy right here, I don't know if you've actually seen Jack Zufelt, has amazing content, the true cause of all achievement, the power of core desires, smart wealth building, the conquering force within you, how to make 100K plus in network marketing. You'll notice that these are generic topics that can help anybody in any company. And this is what you market on the front end to build your list of qualified buyers for free. Then you've got the webinar jackpot, social media income, the warrior mindset, overcoming excuses, and $1 million copy. Now, when you move into our most profitable and most, this is the most purchased program that we offer, because this gives people access to our Black Ops Underground marketing, where we actually teach all of our insider secrets. And I give you the formula on how I was able to become the top income earner in this company. Bitcoin profit secrets, free business videos, internet business models, how to use webinars for your business, the power of focus, wealth creation blueprint, push button podcasting. And then we've got a whole legend series of people from all different companies You might recognize Ray Higdon. He's got his own training company. You might recognize Tracy Walker. She's made a couple $1 million online. James Starr is into traffic sources. Jeff Mills, another phenomenal marketer. Todd Falcone, name brand in the industry. Evan Clausen, a best-selling author on Amazon. I was very fortunate as well to get an interview in the vault myself. And I can tell you that if you listen to these interviews, guys, it will really help you to get into the right mindset of what does it truly take to become a 7-figure income earner. Now, I want to share with you that we take people behind the scenes here, and we have a group called Black Ops Underground Marketing. It's a secret group. You can't get access to the group unless you're actually involved in the group. But we really break things down, and you can see here in our files section all of the different extra bonus trainings that we offer to our students. And then we showcase them in the group so that they can get edification. So when we have an up-and-coming leader like Samuel, we try to showcase them as much as we possibly can to be able to, you know, give them a boost up themselves. If you're coachable and if you follow the bouncing ball, then that's what we do for our team. Now you can see here, we just had a 21-day Facebook Live challenge. There was $100 cash. That's just wrapping up right now. We do special bonuses, special contests, because we really want to be able to help people to step into leadership and to fully step into their power, right, as leaders. Right, here's Samuel here. He just announced yesterday he had another $1,000 day right there. Here's people that have just done some testimonials. You can see people from all walks of life, guys. All walks of life, people that aren't even in our industry that have applied these strategies to totally transform their life. Real estate, mortgage brokers, insurance agents, automotive industry, retail. It doesn't matter. We have people from all walks of life that have completely transformed every aspect of their life because they were coachable and they showed up and they stepped into leadership. Now, I know that, you know, we talk a lot, Samuel, about, you know, stepping into your power, stepping into leadership. And some people like yourself, boom, you just picked it up immediately, said, okay, cool, I could do that. And you just started along the process. And now you've averaged $1,000 a day. Talk to us a little bit about that, about stepping into your power and stepping into leadership. You learned something, you implemented it, and you shared your results. Was that a pretty easy thing to do, Samuel?
It really, you know, funny you say that. My whole team and all my students, I actually gave them a coaching session today about that exact topic, right? Because I know a lot of people where they get scared when it comes to stepping into their leadership is they don't know what to talk about, right? They feel like they don't have the value inside of them to share into the marketplace. But the formula that you taught us was, wait a minute, learn from the Millionaire Mentoring, learn whatever you're learning, right? Start implementing it and getting little small results, right? It could be big results, it could be small results, and just share it. Because if it was valuable to your life, it's going to be valuable to somebody else's life, right? So that part was easy. And also when it comes to $1,000 a day, guys, like I used to make $11 an hour. So to me, I just give gratitude every single day, right? Because it's just, it still feels like a dream. It feels unreal almost, right? Because it's a big jump from pretty much $100 a day to 10x, you know, $1,000 a day. And even now, Darren, you touched up on this. Now I'm starting to have $2,000 days. I've actually already had 3 of them, right? And today may be one of them, by the way. Today may also be at over $2,000 a day. So it's just like my thinking. I used to think small, and now every time I break like $1,000 mark, my thinking gets bigger, bigger, and bigger. And then maybe one day I'm gonna have a $10,000 day, right? Which Darren is gonna definitely know about it, right? It's gonna be awesome. So it's been super easy, man. And it feels good stepping into leadership and not being a victim, right? Because now I know that I'm no longer a victim to life. I'm no longer a victim to my circumstances. Back when I was homeless, guys, I used to be a victim. I was a victim to those circumstances. But thanks to Millionaire Mentoring, I really stepped into my leadership, stepped into my power. And now I can say right now, right, so far I've helped 8 families secure $100,000 a year, right? And Darren has helped me secure possibly $200,000 this year, right? So it works. And these are families from all walks of life, right? I have someone like they're still working a job, right? They're working a construction job. Within the next couple months, if he remains coachable, he no longer needs that job, right? Because he'll be doing this full time. Because he doesn't, many people, they're working their jobs just for the paycheck, right? Sadly, that's the world we live in, just for the paycheck. So when they're given an opportunity to really step into their power and become leaders and actually start making the income that a CEO makes, right? Like everything just changes. You know, life just becomes more free, right? I love this life. I can never go back to my old lifestyle after having gone through all this in these last 3 weeks.
Fantastic. Super proud of you, pal. Super proud of you. Guys, here's what's happening right now, okay? What we do is we take a group of people and then we put them into training where it's live and interactive. And right now what we're doing is we're locking arms with 100 families, and we're going to help those families go from zero online to $100,000 in the next 12 months, okay? Now, a lot of people say, well, what do I need to do, Darren? What do I need to qualify? How do I become one of those 100 families, okay? The first thing is you have to be coachable, okay? You have to be coachable. If you're going to be a $0 to $100,000 story, don't try to reinvent the wheel. Don't come up with a better strategy. Just follow the bouncing ball, okay? So that's the first thing. The second thing is that most people that are very successful, that have those rags to riches stories, they're typically two types of people. The first type is that they're in what's called a state of transition right now in their life. They're in between careers. They're in between jobs. They just moved. They're in a new country. They're in a new city, right? They got downsized, cut back, pink slipped. They just got a divorce. They just got separated. Those are people that are in a state of transition in their life. Or they could be a person that's reached what's called a breaking point. A breaking point where you say, I will no longer stand for my life this way any longer. And then you raise your standards, okay? And you're willing to be coachable, okay? So state of transition, breaking point, or a combination of those two things. Now, in order to make $100, $250, $500, and $1,000 commissions daily, sometimes multiple times per day, the first thing that you do is you purchase the reseller rights to the product. That turns you into the vendor. So you spend $299 per year for the reseller rights, and then the product is $1,000 plus $50 in PayPal transaction fees, comes to $1,349, and boom, you're in, right? We add you to the Black Ops Underground marketing group, and we do ongoing, mentoring, coaching, live like this, live and interactive on what's called a Zoom broadcast. So when you have a question, you just hit a little button, your hand goes up, and then we have an interactive conversation with you. So this is real, true millionaire mentoring, guys, okay? That's live and interactive, where you can actually talk directly to me and my business partner one-on-one, right? Except it's in a group format. And that's why we have people that have success so fast. There's no guesswork. There's no trial and error here, okay? We're showing you a formula that we've personally used. I've used this formula to raise tens of millions of dollars in venture capital myself personally. And Ari, my business partner, has used the exact same formula last year. Just last year, he made 8 figures. Just last year, okay? So this is truly, truly the 7-figure formula that you learn, where you market something on the front end that's mass market first. This becomes your ATM cash flow generator, and that now funds your marketing. It funds your high ticket products. It funds your event tickets. It funds your airfare and accommodations. It funds everything, guys, everything. This one thing on the front end becomes like an ATM machine, and it funds multiple streams of income. So typically, the students that are coachable, after their first year in Millionaire Mentoring, they typically have between 5 and 10 streams of income, okay, that are coming in on a regular basis, right? That's the 7-figure model. Now, here's the interesting thing, because right now, as you probably know, cryptocurrency and Bitcoin is very, very hot. Now, 2 months ago, 3 months ago, a year ago, would Samuel have been in a position where he could start generating multiple income streams? No, he didn't have the cash flow. Think about it. You got to have the cash flow if you're going to have multiple income streams. So in 3 weeks, right, he generated $18,000. Is he in a position now to be able to do that? Yes. Yes, he is. So what was the first thing that he did? He went out and bought a little bit of Bitcoin, right? Now he's got a second income stream, right? Just in his very first month. So he went from learning the 7-figure model, building a list of qualified buyers, making $18,000, and now he's bridged off into his second income stream already in his very first month, right? Now, Sammy, that's got to feel pretty good. I mean, let's be honest. Tell us a little bit about how that feels.
I mean, like, it still feels kind of unreal, right? Because literally, this was just recent, right? It's just been 3 weeks, so it's insane, right? Like, I'm not used to, now being in the position where I can start looking at options. Before, I never had options. It was either I work at the factory or I become homeless again, right? There was no option. There was no middle way. But now that I've raised all this money, and now that I can continue raising all this money, now, for example, I just bought $1,000 worth of Bitcoin. Today, I'll probably buy another $1,000 worth of Bitcoin, because now I'm in the position where I don't have to worry about the cash flow anymore. Now I have cash flow. Now I know that every single day minimum, I will make $1,000 a day, and this could keep going on for over 12 months. So when you said that your students do end up making $100,000 their first year, it's no joke, right? As long as I stay coachable. As long as I remain coachable, I stay on track, right? I don't try proving you wrong, right? And I just follow the process. So it's still pretty unreal to me, man. I've been so overwhelmed this month. The fact that now I'm able to take my mom out to a luxury spot and tell her, Mom, don't worry about the price doesn't matter, right? Being able to do that when 3 weeks ago, I was literally I was at my lowest point in life. That's the greatest feeling I can have as a son right now. And also as a big brother. Now I take my sister out with me every other day, right? Now me and my sister have been bonding a lot more now. So my life has changed. My family's life has forever changed. So it feels great, man. I don't want this feeling to ever leave, and I don't think it will, as long as I stay coachable.
You just stay humble, just stay coachable, keep on providing value to the marketplace. This is the other thing I'm going to share with you guys, because people, because of the human condition, a lot of them, what they do is they self-sabotage before they even get to their breakthrough. And then when they're on the other side of their breakthrough, they self-sabotage after their breakthrough. It's bizarre, right? But we've watched this for 30 years, right? We've had situations, guys, just so you know, where we've helped people in 4 months go from 0 to 100 grand. And then right after that, they go from 100 grand right back to where they started from, because they just start spending money like it's water. And that's not how you're going to get to 7 figures, okay? So once the money does start to flow in like an avalanche, you got to stay grounded. You got to remain humble, and you've got to continue to provide value to the marketplace and not let your ego do a runaway freight train. This is really important, guys, okay? Because we watch this, right? The first time somebody has a $25,000 or a $50,000 month, they become their ego, and boom, they end up imploding, right? So you got to continue to have gratitude, continue to be a humble servant leader, continue to make a difference in other people's lives, right? Not yours, other people's lives, because we're in an industry, truthfully, guys, that's a servant business. Okay, it's a servant leader business. That is where the big money is. The big money is in helping other people. It's not about the money that you make. Okay, if you're the only one on your team making money, you've lost the whole point of this industry, right? The humble servant leader gets a result and then they come back and they teach people how they got the result so that all those people can change their life too. It's like being a ripple, right? You drop a pebble into the water and it creates a ripple effect in the water. That's our industry, guys. It's a leadership business model. So the leader goes out, the leader finds the pain of the marketplace, the leader comes out with a solution to the pain, the leader implements, gets a little result, and then the leader comes back to teach the team what they did. Really simple. Learn something, implement it, share your results. Get up, rinse and repeat. Learn something, implement it, share your results. So guys, I'm fired up right now. Samuel is a great, great inspiration for brand new newbies. Okay, brand new newbies that have never had success at all, right? He was one of those people, but he just became coachable. And in the very first 3 weeks, he's made $18,000, guys. And his income is starting to go like this. Okay, now why is that? Because his mind is expanding into possibility thinking. And now he's having $2,000 days. Soon he's going to be having $3,000 days. And I'll tell you what, in a very short period of time, you're going to see this guy popping $5,000 days. And you're going to be like, what the heck just happened? He was coachable. He just showed up. So if you want to be one of the 100 families that we take under our wing to teach the 7-figure blueprint, throw your hat over the wall, click that link below, get the G1000 program, guys. I'm telling you, it will be the best investment that you've ever made your entire life. And that, my friend, you can take to the bank. So you've got Darren Little here from Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. I'm excited for you. Click that link below, throw your hat over the wall, and we'll see you on the other side. Thanks to my special guest, Samuel Mojica Jr. I'm fired up, guys. Let's go get it. Thanks a lot for joining us on this exclusive and private VIP broadcast, and have a great day. All the best.